if you ever want to stop being my friend and you're my friend, just be consistently late to our meetings, and you'll notice that it's like yo, dude, like I'm early, but you're late. Who the fuck are you, Snoop Dogg? Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta be on time, man. You gotta show respect, just like I show you respect. But some people don't do that because some people let them get away with it. That's a problem. Is that people let habitual laters, we call them laters, habitual laters, they let them get away with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like me, nah, not me, absolutely not, nah, 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 nah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't tolerate lateness in any way, shape, or form. It is kind of like if you go out with me, I have only one request. Okay, actually two requests. Don't bang Tyrone, all right, and get here on time. That's the only thing. Are you Masashi Yamamoto or why? Yeah, exactly, right? Masashi Yamamoto. That is hilarious. Wait a minute. Isn't he the? Wait. Let me Google. Isn't he the samurai Musashi Miyamoto? That is funny as shit. You just made it very a. Let me see. Isn't he the samurai? Let me make sure. Famoso Japón. Come on, why is it giving me this in Spanish? Is known Japanese swords, but yeah, holy shit, dude, that is funny as hell. Oh man, that is funny. Wow. You made a joke, man. That is really funny, man. That is really funny. Wow. That is like history nerd funny in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like that is history nerd funny. Yeah, he was always late to the fights, man. People got pissed off. I would have been pissed off. What the fuck is this goddamn Yamamoto at, man? That is funny, man. Wow. Oh man, that is funny. That got me funny. Yeah. He that's where I know him from the 30 Strategies of War. I think it was a strategy about controlling the options or stir up the fish, something like that. I forgot what it was, but yeah, he was definitely that was definitely lateness was a strategy for him. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Okay, that was really funny, man. I really laughed. It took me a minute. I was like, who is he? You know? And then I was like, yo, that is good. That is good. That is good. I wish I could give you something for that, but okay. So let's answer some of these questions. Um, um, yeah, let's answer some of these questions because people pay Father Alex for questions to answer. Um, and they pay them through my website, which is only like $75 to get a pretty long question, and $25 for a question under 100 words. But when you do that, you could also ask me one question per month, and I'll make a video about it. And it's pretty cool, you know. Um, yeah, let's begin. So it says she's from the $25 tier, she's a toxic gang member, and she says the following: My question is, I acted needy with my boyfriend of 10 months. I showed my jealousy towards his friend that he used to be in love with. She never wanted to be with him. Oh, see, yeah, 100%. I mean, if a guy, yeah, you have a right to be jealous. She never. Okay, I demanded they don't talk. Demanded. Okay. All right, Emperor. Okay, Emperor Maharaja. Okay, were your demands. All right, okay, goddamn, shit. We got the Empress right here. And wanted him to block her. I got too emotional. I should have talked about it in a different way. Exactly. You should have never demanded that. I mean, come on, man. You sound like a dictator right now. All right, let's keep reading. And I should have never talked, not making drama. I did apologize for my behavior, but not sure how to react now. Okay. I really want to be with him, but I'm afraid he would look at me differently as I am childish. He says it's fine, but I am afraid the damage is done. Oh, goddamn. He says, I'm insecure and have some issues. Ooh, man. I wish I could hear the tone that he said that in. That might be, but I don't want to lose him, and I think I pushed him away with my stupid course. After alcohol, it was. I don't blame it on the alcohol. How to regain power? Uh, how to regain power? He says it's the last time I'm making drama like this. Oh, that says to me he is almost ready to leave. If he verbally expressed that. By the way, I know he's not cheating, but somehow I overreacted. I'm afraid he will not want to be with me anymore. After this fight, I was devastated because I showed myself really from the bad side. Not how I never, not how I ever wanted to behave. But it happened. Besides, our relationship has been all good. Just have this stupid jealousy in me, and I always feel how he will prefer someone else. Why is that? It could have been that your parents. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of reasons why people get jealous. I wish I could. I need to study more about that. But I think that maybe sometimes, well, in terms of like when you're a child, your parents like maybe put you against your sibling, and you naturally develop this like jealous relationship with your sibling, possibly. I'm not a psychologist, so but that's what I would assume. But generally with this, if you came across needy people, what you gotta do, like let's say you came across needy, what you gotta do is just take a step back for a while. So give them a break for at least a week, all right, or at least a week or two. Make whatever excuse that you want. Say my granny fell from the stairs, like I always say. Don't tell them Tyrone's giving you workouts. Not a good idea. Tell them that. By the way, you guys can purchase my T-shirts. Okay, support me as an artist, and the T-shirts are nice. Look at this. This is for me, man. Mindful attraction. Come on, man. And they're painted by me people. Yeah, right. What the fuck was that, Alexis? Sorry. I don't know why I did that. But you just gotta give them some space, okay? Somebody said don't bring Granny into it. Give them space. So just make up an excuse for 2 weeks why you can't see him. Say you got work. Say that you feel a little down, whatever. Just say that you want some space. Don't say you want some space. Just blame it on something. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Blame it on something. Anything. Right? You can say fucking I tripped on a rock. I don't know. Just the point is that when you take a break from somebody, they forget how crazy you are. Like, I don't know if you ever took a break. Let's just say you traveled, right? Let's just say you had a friend that you don't like too much, right? And then you came back, and then you're like, yo, I want to hang out with you, right? But then when you hang out with that person, you're like, oh, wait a minute. No wonder I didn't like this motherfucker, man, right? Distance tends to blur things, right? It tends to blur the negative, right? And that's your only advantage. It's just to give him space. Okay, just give him space. Because it'll also make him think what's going on. That you like me, but also it'll help him forget the negatives. They're like, you'd be surprised how fast people forget. And the reason why the negative is in front of their minds is because they're mad at you. You know, you want to choke a bitch, right? Is that domestic abuse? No. But you know, the anger tends to enhance the negative things that you did. So when you give them space, the anger naturally goes down, and maybe it'll be replaced with him missing you, and that makes him forget the negative, and he won't think you're a psycho. You know, people. I'm just letting you guys know. Whenever you ask these questions, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just making it entertaining because people are watching. So don't think I'm making fun of you. In a way, I am, but it's more playful. Okay, so don't take offense to it. I gotta keep people watching, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta just play around with it. But let's just say me and you talk one-on-one, of course I wouldn't talk that way. It's just that I'm on camera, and you know, I wanna make it interesting for the people. For all the freeloaders out there, I gotta make it interesting for them. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's my answer to you. Don't kill him, put the knife down, no need for that. Just give him space, okay? Just do anything to make him pull, like, just give him any excuse to give him space, okay? All right, next question. Yeah, I'll be seeing some proud freeloaders. Oh, we got Incogni with a $2 donation. Do guys give dirty looks and deny it to control? Dirty looks. Like, mm, I don't get it. If you could elaborate, please, I'll answer it, okay? Michael Legendary, the freeloader. Okay. All right, next question. Hey, we got a new member. Rotania Vonet. Thank you so much. Lord bless her. Bless her kind and angelic heart, Lord. In your name and explode the hearts of our enemies right now, Lord. In your name. Amen. All right, next person. I swear to God, man, I be wondering what my neighbors think of me, man. You know? They're like, who's that? Who's that beautiful Negro making those videos? Yo, in Mexico, I'm not gonna lie, people. Like, I'm just gonna be real, man. In Mexico, I'm their type. Like, I've never felt so attractive in a country. Like seriously, man. Like, I'll be walking down the street, right? I swear to God, right? I'll be walking down the street. I'll be like, and girls are like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is some like Dominican power here, man. But in New York City, I would like, and they're like, oh, get away from me. Like here, for some reason, they have great taste. Let's just put it that way, okay? They have a great taste. But I'm definitely gonna miss Mexico. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna miss Mexico because everything here is more interesting. Let's just put it that way. Okay, and cheaper, if you know what I'm saying. Um, um, but yeah, man, it's just good here, man. Like here, it's like it's just women are more, and you know what? A lot of them turn to my friends. I definitely have, and it's easier to make friends. But you know what? Maybe it's because I'm a foreigner here. You know, you never know. Um, yeah, it's because I'm different. Yeah, men love pain, says AJ with the $2 donation. Exactly. Ari R with the $5 donation. Lord bless that beautiful human of named Ari. Lord bless her in your name. All right. All right. Next question. Alex, we could do something with this here. Well, you can watch it. You can look at it. Okay. Um, it says, sorry about the very long text I sent. I was confused and very upset. Why would you be sad? I deeply feel something in my relationship is not going well. Okay. I validate him very much, and I feel to apply your strategies very often. His ego is evolved now. What? His ego is evolved now? What is he, a Pokemon? What? Okay. My insecurities is taking me and my gut. My insecurities is talking to me or my gut instincts. How do I make a difference? Oh, okay. What's the difference between my gut instinct and my insecurities? Oh man, I don't. Oh man, I mean, I think I think it's better to have a second opinion if you have a lot of insecurities because insecurities will naturally. I don't know. I truly do not know. That's a good question. Hmm. I think they get easily mixed up. I think insecurity is just your natural instincts malfunctioning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that one. I think it's better to have a second opinion on that one. On that one, okay? Okay. Okay. I cheat almost all the guys I was with. Okay, okay, all right. You cheat on every guy that you with. All right. No wonder you might be projecting. You. So she's like, I don't know. It's, my insecurity gets in the way. By the way, I cheat on everybody. But of course, you might be projecting because you cheat. Then you might assume they're cheating. Um, I'm afraid of the projection of my dark side. There you go. My fault. Look, when I read, sometimes I don't read everything. So of course, I feel a little validated for saying that. Yeah, that's why I'm secure. Yeah, I think so. I think the fact that you're cheating causes you to feel insecure that everybody else is cheating. You know, the Latin Bob Ross. Okay. Um, he also cheats almost all the girlfriends he has. Okay, all right. So now you're with two cheaters, and you're wondering why you feel insecure. Come on, girl. Okay, I've seen your questions before. All right, she's part of the 25 out of tier on the Mindful Attraction Academy. But yeah, I think that might be the answer. He he is younger. That too. I mean, you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable position because you're dating. Not only do you cheat, which makes you assume they cheat, but also you know that he cheats, and then he's younger than you, so that adds on to the insecurity and impulsive, and will cheat too. Okay, but something I feel it's not okay. I feel like I'm sick, no energy, depressed. One of your lower supporters. What was the question? I'm confused. Sorry. I would ask you, Diana, and I would tell my assistant, please email her and ask her to ask me a question because I don't understand what this question was, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, just make sure if anybody's watching this, part of the team, just make sure to email her and ask her to please elaborate because I don't understand what you're asking me. Okay. Um, Next person, the last one. Hi, I met a guy in Dubai. Okay, if he's if he's Saudi Arabian, I don't recommend going out with them, man. I'm sorry. Like they look. If you're a Saudi guy, don't get offended. But I just noticed a trend that they tend to be very sexist, like very like women have no say. You know, like if you're from there and you're a woman, you have no other choice. But if you're an American woman or any kind of woman, I don't recommend it. I'm just honest with you. I've heard too many stories, man. I mean, it's not them. It's just the culture. The culture is so intensely sexist that it's like they don't even see it as a toxic thing. So I'm not gonna judge them, but God fucking damn it, man. I mean, Lord have mercy. It's like I'm toxic. You know, it's not always true. No, I agree with you. It's not always true. But I don't know about that. And I'll say this, man. Religious cultures, especially if you're a Muslim, if you're not Muslim, don't date a Muslim. And the reason why is because if they're not flexible enough to accept that you're not, dude, they're gonna wanna like they're just gonna wanna make you into what they want, like in terms of like how can I say it? It's just you're gonna play the role of the Muslim wife. And for most women who are not Muslims, it feels oppressive. I'm just being honest with you. But if you are, that's okay. But I just think that when you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. You guys can attack me if you want. Call me Islamophobe. Go ahead. It is what it is. But they're gonna want submission from you. They're gonna want some submission. Okay. So it's kind of if that's what you want, go ahead. Be daddy's girl. That's fine. But that's what you're gonna get. Okay. And how do I know that? Well, because I coach women from Saudi Arabia, and they tell me what they tell like most of the time when they ask me what do I do, I'm like, look, your culture says you cannot do anything. You gotta let the man cheat. If you're from Saudi Arabia, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta let the man cheat because you can't divorce, but he could cheat, but you can't cheat. So it's kind of like you have no choice. Okay, you have no choice. Learn some mindfulness. Learn to accept that you can't do nothing about it because it is what it is. So if you want to date one of those guys, that's fine, but you're gonna have to submit because it's an ideology. They're not gonna budge, right? And not because they're bad, but because they have their parents who will never let them date anybody that's not Muslim or anybody who's not willing to submit. Because if you're the woman, you have no say. Now, some families are different. That's true, right? Some Muslim families are different, and they're more progressive. But it's a religion, and it's kind of like those who follow it to the T, which I admire you following something that like that. You know, like it's always good to have a purpose. It's just for a woman. It's just Italians too, of course, because they're Catholics. You know, and same here in Mexico. Anything that's deeply religious, that's either deeply too, that's either too Christian, like too intensely Christian, too intensely Catholic, too intensely Muslim. There's something about that for some reason they put women down. Now, Buddhist, Hinduism, Confucianism, it's a little different, right? But when it comes to those religions, and mind you, I was a Christian, so I know what I'm talking about. It's like the women, the Bible says, submit to your man and please him. And the Bible says also, don't say no. They say that. Do not say no to your man. The fuck is that? I'm like, Jesus Christ, Jehovah. Like, calm down, dude. Like, you know, like, she man, I want to fuck Jehovah. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, it's just how it is, man. You know? So I met a guy from Dubai in January 2021 at the hospital where my father was being treated. He was my dad's doctor, so the nurse gave me his number to get updates from him about my dad's condition. Okay, that's a little. Is that true? Is that how it works? And like, give me a number and I'll give you an update on your dad. I left by a month later. We never got a chance to go on a date due to Corona crisis. What do you mean on a date? He was supposed to update you. You're thinking about, okay, all right, I see what you're going. I caught it there. So since then, we've been texting for 4 months. Oh, about your dad, right? Right? About your dad? Okay. The past month has been texting me every day ever since I changed my profile pic on WhatsApp with the red short skirt. Oh, let's see what he says. He tells me all of his relationships failed because he is afraid of commitment. He said he will come to Africa to visit me and hopes I could come back to Dubai too. What should I do to make him want to commit to me? He texts me every day, sometimes answers 6 to 10 hours later. I never text hearts, kisses. He always initiates the text 100% of the time. He talks to me like I'm his girlfriend. I like him, but I'm afraid to get hurt, so I'm distant with him. He's 32, I'm 38. How can I make him crazy about me? First of all, you have an advantage. You're distant, right? The advantage that you have, and this is the truth, long distance relationship for the most part, women have the advantage. So that's good because he misses you. Now, let me ask you this. What did you do to get to this point? Nothing. So don't do shit. Keep doing what you're doing. Let everything fall naturally. We're not here to force it. Now, what I would do is mimic the way he texts you. He takes 6 to 10 hours sometimes, then you take that long. You get what I'm trying to say? In fact, if he does take the 6 to 10 hours, double their response time. But that's all you gotta do. I mean, that's all you gotta do. Nothing more, nothing less. It's very simple, okay? Like, I don't want you to you don't need to be doing double backflips, fucking cartwheels, somersaults. None of that shit. Just do exactly what you're doing, but just mimic his texting a little bit more, okay? If he asks you to come see him, make him pay the flight. If he wants to come see you, let him come see you. Don't play no games. I think he's being good. He's actually behaving good, to be honest with you. But again, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. I think so. Okay. So, but the key takeaway, if he does take 6 to 10 hours, just double the response time. Just take fucking 12 hours, 20 hours, and that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. I think those are the questions, man. I'm so happy I got to finish them all. By the way, I'm letting you guys know that I'm gonna start going to art school. And when I start going to art school, I am going to start minimizing how many videos I make. So I may just make one video per week. One video per week for like a year, or one video per week for 4 months of the year. No. For 4 months, one video per week, and then the next 4 months, one video per week. So for 3 months, I'm gonna make normal videos, and then after that, and the reason why is because I have this fucking school is from 8 to 5. Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna be drawing that long. I don't know how. I'm gonna start my meditation practice more. I'm gonna intensify my meditation practice because it seems like it's going to be a lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. But it is what it is. Let me answer some of your question, and yeah, let me answer some of your questions. By the way, I'm losing weight, people. Look at this.
Fun Rabbit has lost that weight.
Yeah. I'm losing it more, but I'm I'm at a good place in terms of my fatness, because I was I was getting fat, ladies and gentlemen. You know, because if you guys see my videos of like 7 months ago, people, 7 months ago was incredibly. I was so big. It was so bad. People call in, man. Like you guys are not accepting. I'm not. You guys are not accepting it. I was so fat. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, man. How fat I was. But what I'm doing is that I'm walking 1 hour per day. That's what I'm doing. I'm walking 1 hour per day. I'm eating healthy. I'm not eating healthy all the time, but I'm eating healthy. I have a high protein diet. And I am doing 3 days a week of weightlifting and 6 days a week of basketball. And that's pretty much it. Nobody's calling in. I mean, the people who are asking to call in, for some reason, it's not accepting. You guys are not accepting it, which is kind of weird. I don't know why that is. All right, I'm gonna invite you guys. You guys are not even accepting the request. You call in by hitting the call button, people. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to show your face. Hey, how's it going?
Good, bro.
Hey,
Pretty good, pretty good. I was just trying to get to like a quiet place to talk. Not at work at the moment. How's it going, bro?
I'm doing good. Where you work at?
I'd rather not say. It's pretty big company, but I'll say I work at the mall.
Ah, okay. All right. What's going on?
Nothing much. I just wanted to get your thoughts on a few things because I've noticed. I've been following you for a while. You already know that, and I just been I just been noticing, like, especially with content creation and stuff like that. I've been trying to get into it myself, but I was wondering what your thoughts are on the current like state of like the manosphere and their sort of critique on dating and stuff like that.
Like, what do you mean, manosphere?
So the manosphere, for those who aren't familiar, is just like seems to be like an uptick of men, putting out their opinions on like what dating life is like for men and stuff like that, and certain disadvantages that men have and certain advantages that women have, and like the sort of disproportionate expectations that people kind of bring to to relationships like it, but it's kind of interesting because I do see it at least where certain women have an advantage, not everyone obviously, but it also seems like people in general have their expectations out of whack, like where it's just like you have people feeling entitled to certain things that they haven't the credibility to like necessarily earn.
Like what? Give me an example.
Let's see. Let's say a guy who's socially awkward, and then socially awkward, unfit, doesn't really bring much financially, like just completely confused as to why he doesn't get a lot of attention from women despite him being nice and kind and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I find that.
Yeah. I just think they don't know. They have a misunderstanding of human nature. They don't know what women find really attractive. So they think they're saying, look, I'm giving you guys what you want. I'm nice. You know, they'll just focus on their positives, but then they're not even focusing on their competition.
Right.
They're not focusing on who's competing, who are the women choosing. You know,
Exactly.
so they're just being the victim. They're self-absorbed. They're just saying, me, why, me, I'm not getting it. So it's kind of like me. So they're not know, or maybe they're just too insecure to really see the truth that they ain't shit. They got nothing to offer. You know?
Right. And it's just funny because, like, no, reversely, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you're putting yourself out there, if you're making yourself a valuable person in society in general, like, people are going to recognize that, and that's good. That's just generally going to attract people to you, male or female. But,
Yeah.
For a man specifically, but if a woman, like, I feel like women's position is different because a lot of it is predicated on their appearance and stuff like that.
But also, you got to realize that it's very time limited.
Right.
You know, and also, it's like a double-edged sword because it works, and their looks is an advantage, for very short windows. In other words, it only works when they like the guy, but all of the unwanted attention they get, you know, it's almost like a celebrity who doesn't have alone time. She can't just walk down the street without somebody looking at her. You know, you imagine walking down the street and gay men are literally looking at your ass. And you know that 95% of men that look at you want that booty. You imagine how uncomfortable that is, right?
No, I've been there. I've been catcalled.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? By dudes and stuff like that. And that's just, I feel like women don't understand that men actually can recognize that sense of insecurity just because, like, you know, there's the concept of jail and everything. You know, like,
I just feel guys overrate themselves, how attractive they are, and they don't want to do the work because to a woman to be more attractive is to do two things: be decent, be in good shape, and have a good emotional life. Because psychotic women are not attractive. You know, they'll suck a good dick, but they're not attractive. With men, you gotta build yourself up. You gotta either get some money, you gotta get good at something, you gotta be a leader. Those are things you could work on, but you have a lot of dudes who just complain. And the reason why they complain is because they don't want to do the work, you know? Or better off. Usually they're young. Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel like it also comes with time. You know, like it works reversely for men, where it's just like, you know, with women, one of their main assets being their appearance. Men's main assets is their experience. So, like in today's world, I found like people are very insulated from that, at least men in particular. So you have like these, you know, man children growing into their adulthood in like a sort of state of arrested development. And you know, again, this is what, you know, they're adults and they're like, why aren't women coming to me? Like I'm nice, I'm polite, I'm a Prince Charming or whatever. But they don't have any of the resources or the wisdom to actually understand why they're not, at least in the beginning. And then as men age, they seem to gain that experience necessary for them to, you know, put themselves out there in a more efficient way.
Yeah, but the unfortunate truth is that somebody's gonna have to lose. You know, like most of those guys will never get what they want. That's just the truth. You know, it's always been like that. It's only been a very small population of men that actually gotten options with women. But we're in an age where you can actually transform yourself and actually build yourself up. And you know, I have friends. Look, man, I have friends, and they might be watching, but it's kind of like I teach them. I tell them to get on YouTube, right? I tell them, I'm like, you have the charisma, but they never do it. You know, I'm like, I could teach you. I'll even help you, but they never do it. You know what I'm saying? And some people, and a lot of those friends are either Jewish, black, white, they don't matter. But the point is that the rules of the game is women will like you if you're a high value guy. Now, how do you become a high value guy? The easiest way to become a high value guy and the quickest way is just to move to another country. like, like if you're black, come to Mexico, okay? And you'll notice all of a sudden you're high, right? All of a sudden, right? But it's kind of like it just takes work, and just guys don't want to do the work, so they'll complain, and it is what it is, you know.
No.
Like if you're fat and you're a guy who don't get women, start off with the most obvious thing.
Right.
You know, and why you gotta complain? Lose that weight. It takes effort. It takes dieting, but that's why they don't want to do it. Women don't want to be with fat ass. You know, like it's just how it is. But
I mean, I think it's universally unattractive.
But you know what? The problem is that they tend to see exceptions. You know when you see the ugly guy with the hot girl, and you're like, I'm better looking at that dude. But you know why he's with that girl? The most likely chances was that he's good at something. You just can't tell. If he's ugly, you can't tell if he's good at something. He could be good at something that you may not know. He might be the salsa teacher. He might be Tyrone, the personal trainer. He might be the smartest person in class, and so he creates study groups, and some women go and somebody ended up liking him. Or he might be in a salsa class and he's the best dancer. Like it's just because you see an ugly guy with a hot girl doesn't mean she's with him because he's ugly. She's with him for other reasons, and maybe it was just luck also. Luck plays into it. And that's the part actually that I used to hate the most, when I saw a guy that I knew that I was better than with a hotter girl. I'm like, that's some bullshit. Yeah, that's some fucking bullshit. But
that's the entitlement. Like, what criteria is better than in that circumstance?
mm-hmm.
You know, there's so many at least for guys especially, there's so many like obvious reasons why you might be a worthy enough guy for this, you know, ex-woman or whatever. But I'm just thinking, like, I feel like, you know, again, it seems to be a universal problem, not just men, it's also women, you know, expecting, you know, guys to be on their level or you know, higher, you know, because of hypertrophy and stuff like that. And that's another thing that I kind of gained at least some insight from, like, watching your videos and a bunch of other dating videos, just the sort of dynamic that men and women choose, like, just in general, like, while when we're young, boys and girls are pretty much treated and you know acted very similarly. But as we go into adulthood and we fall into these traditional roles or whatever, our differences start to pronounce, especially as individuals. Like, we just start becoming more and more individualistic. It becomes even harder to date the more you get older, because you know what you don't like, and you know what you like, but you know more of what you don't like than what you do like. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And you see people in like their 30s and 40s trying to date, and they're like pretty much ornery at that point. It's like they have more of a laundry list of things that's on their don'ts list than their do's list or whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to get your insight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate your call, man. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Where you from?
I'm from Maryland, just outside of DC, the DMV, like, you know, DC metropolitan area.
Are you guys opening up?
Yeah, slowly and surely, you know. They just kind of released, you know, people from, like, dining in malls and stuff like that, like, instead of just like, yeah. So it's all slowly coming back.
All right.
Society.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right. All right. He was one of those people that people didn't say next. The people didn't next him. All right, we'll do one more person, and we're gonna call it a day, people. I gotta keep my back straight, you know. I gotta keep that good posture, you know. Good posture is important, ladies and gentlemen, you know. Bad posture is not bueno. It's no bueno, people. All right, next person. Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. I don't think I want to show my face.
Well, don't show it.
I
What, you
won't.
showing your boob now?
No, I don't know. I'll show you the background. I'm
Okay.
on a walk.
Okay, let. Hey, dude. Let. She was first. After that, you're next. Okay.
Oh, okay, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Alright. So I have kind of a unique situation.
One second. I gotta say something. Thank you,
What?
HD Hodela for the $10. She says, just saying thank you for what you do. We appreciate you, hon. Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Lily, for the €5 donations. I appreciate you. What's going on?
So I have kind of a unique situation. I don't know like that I want advice, but you know, whatever you have to say is welcome.
Make it under 40 seconds, okay?
Okay, fine. So long story short, you know, have been married for like 11 years. And then one day it just hit me, something was missing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy how, like, I don't know, I guess my advice to people would be if you're missing something, they could, like, you can go through life 11 years of not voicing your concern.
Ooh.
And as soon as you voice them, all of a sudden things start getting fixed. But don't wait too long because something might be over. Because that's kind of what happened to me in my relationship. So it took me 11 years to say what I wanted. And once I did and things started getting turned around, it was too late. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know what you have to say about that, but to me, it just seems I'm kind of like bitter about it. And I think the reason why I couldn't go back and fix my relationship, something that I kind of learned from you, was that once you resent somebody or resent something that they've done, you really can't go back, no matter how hard they try. Because the way that I saw it was like, you've had 11 years to do this and you waited until I magically said something and you began to fix it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even have to teach you. All I had to do was say it. And like, literally, like the moment I said, I'm gonna go, you know?
Yeah, that's not his fault though, you know? You should have said it.
And I'm taking that's what I'm saying. I have to take accountability for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I have. It hurt. At the same time, it's like if it wasn't being done before, and it's something that like it wasn't like out of the world stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was things like courting and things like that. But it's stuff that I kind of made my bed and laid in it, sort of thing. So I don't know. I know it's very general, but what do you have to say about that?
Well, I have to say that you woke up and now you know there's a special power in standing up for yourself. So the next time you feel like you need to, don't hesitate. Sometimes you got to go through that to learn your lesson, and that's how you learn your lesson, you know? All right?
Yeah, I just kind of thought like 11 years later, and like a life failed later.
But hey, man, I bet there were good things in those 11 years, so it's not just negative.
Oh yeah, there's a really good thing.
Yeah, so.
I am kind of.
All right, look, you're born a guy next to us, man. Thanks. Is that it? Do you have any more questions?
I guess what would be your best recommendation to like start over?
Just don't resent the fact that you went through that. Like, just don't just don't resent it. Like, what happened, and make sure you never do it again. But getting mad about what happened and thinking over it, it just makes your day shittier. So don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad about it. It is what it is. Okay? All right, man.
Thank you.
You be safe. Take care.
You too.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, what's up, Alex?
Hey.
I just like I'm gonna make it short, right? So I won't waste your like time or something. It's all about this ex that I have about a year now. You know, and after like this time I spent on my own, I came to realize about like all like those mistakes that I've done. You know, and I'm like, shit, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. You know, and it puts me in this regret state. And I just like fucking hate myself, you know, because like now I have the potential to change everything, but it's like it's too late, you know what I mean?
How old are you?
20.
Bro, it's not too late.
I know, right? But like, it's the shitty part about it is like I tried like about 2 times to get her back, you know. But every time I just like, here's what I realized like about those 2 times when I tried like to get her back. It's like I would go back, right, and I would just like act like kind of butthurt, like, and I try to rush things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, after that, I just like kept it like friendly, like flirt with her like from time to time, you know, until I gain like her respect back and all that shit, you know what I mean? Now it's all about me, like the case is all about like me getting her respect back, or like just knowing, like I want her like to know that I've changed and I've made.
Bro, yeah, bro. Women who don't go back. They don't go back. They forget. You just got to make sure that the next woman you meet, you don't do the same mistakes with, because this woman is not gonna, you're not gonna get her back. I'm just letting you know.
But listen, you know why I'm trying to get back with this girl, because like I've known like AMS through you, so I picked on one of his videos, right? And he said that something about that one good girl that that you realized at the time that she was actually good for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least thank her for helping you.
Give out like a third shot.
Bro, women don't give second shots, bro. They don't give a fuck, man. It's over with her, man. Lose hope. This is not gonna happen. Lose hope.
Yeah.
You know. So there's nothing. You know what? If you want to see.
So I mean, listen. What if I'm not trying to like I'm sorry, but listen. Say this. If I just like text her and just let her know that I'm trying to be cool with her, you know what I mean? Even if we're like apart, because it's been like about a year now. You know, it's like, hey, listen, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Just happened this and this, and then okay, see you later. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. Like, what do you think I should? If I should.
Well, you're trying to let her know that you're okay with what happened, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, like I fucked up, but like now. You could sense that I've kind of like made a change, so I'm not really that shitty person.
Bro, women, look, you could become the most famous guy in the world, and there's still a 75% chance she won't even go back with you. Like, so the best way to show her that you've grown is to leave her alone. Honestly, like if you leave her alone, she'll realize, okay, he's grown, but that don't mean she's gonna fuck you. That don't mean she's gonna go back to you. Let me tell you something. Lose every scintilla of hope to get back with this girl. This is never gonna happen. All of your dreams should be shattered and thrown into the garbage. This is not gonna work out. Why? Because women don't go back to men. They just don't, bro.
Yeah.
She most likely found another dude, maybe her personal trainer.
You know why? Because like lately I've been like making a lot of changes. I just feel like fucking better. So I think like I shouldn't be seen at least by her like being that, you know, that like I don't want her like to keep having that shitty like image about me.
Well, you know what?
That's my own.
You know what though? The
know?
problem is that for every guy who's famous, there's one woman who thinks that she's super needy. You know, Kobe Bryant, I bet, had a girl that she didn't like him and he couldn't get over her. Alex Rodriguez maybe had a girl who he liked and she didn't like him back.
Give me a sec, bro. Like these people in like comments are why they don't like assuming shit about me. Yo, listen, you don't know me, so pipe down for a second.
Say that again?
Alex.
What? Say that again?
Bro, those people like keep making those assumptions about me. You know, like you don't know me, like you don't know what happened. I'm just like going into like making it short, as I said in the first place. So don't assume anything about me because you don't know me. And pipe down for a second, please. Let us have some like a grown-up conversation. Go ahead, Alex.
Okay, let's continue this grown-up conversation.
Thank you, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah. People are going crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. This bitch is not gonna go back with you, bro. She doesn't like you. The best thing that you could do, man. You know what I would do if I was you? Look, there's a woman out there who thinks I'm super needy. You know, and there's nothing that I could do about it to change her mind. You know, there are some people who you will never change the way they see you. Some people have their own opinions. Some women might think you're hot as shit. And then the next woman will think you're. But then let's talk about the next woman. And then the next woman will think that you're not hot as shit. You know, so it is what it is.
Thank you, man. Like I just wanted to pick your mind on this situation. You know, so it's a no, yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks so much for picking me up, man.
No problem, bro. You be safe.
See
Yeah.
you later, man. Thank you.
I'll see you later. All right. Yeah, bro. It's over. Okay, people. I think that's enough. Yeah. Yeah. All right, people. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that you guys are watching. And we got a $5 donation from Wild Pedro. Thank you so much, my dude. I appreciate it. He says, since you turned off your membership, here's your $5 rent for the month to me. Oh, thank you, man. I didn't know I turned off the membership. I'm gonna have to ask my assistant about this. All right. Okay. Stay safe, people. I'm gonna make a TikTok video right now, and stay toxic.